Happy birthday, bitch. Yes. Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Can you believe that I've done this for 5 weeks now? It's kind of crazy. I didn't actually think I would make it this far. And if you're new here, hi, my name is Alanna. If you are returning, thank you so much. Before we get into it, please like this video even before you've watched it, because why not? We're fun, we have fun here. I'm cute and hilarious, so it's worth your time. So as the title of this video suggests, we are doing a spring look today because it's March 10th. And spring is right around the corner. Spring is in the air, especially today here in the Toronto area. It was like 13 degrees today at the highest point, and that's 13 degrees Celsius for any of you American folk who don't understand Celsius. I don't know what that translates to. Maybe I'll stick a Fahrenheit number over there. So it was really warm. I mean, we didn't have an extraordinarily cold winter here in Ontario, but I don't like winter in general, so the warmth and the sunshine today was just so wonderful. And as I told my mom earlier today, when she was out for her dog walk, I fully went out onto the back porch with some birdseed and just tried to summon some birds. You know, just went out there Disney princess style and tried to summon some birds. Just gestured and sang. It didn't work. I have a cat and a dog, so the birds don't particularly like our backyard, but I tried. You know, I gave it the old 1-2 punch. Okay, so obviously this is a get ready with me. My face is freshly clean. My hair looks this way because I'm trying a heatless curl technique. So at the end of this video, we're also gonna take this all out and see if it worked. If it did work, I will link the video in the description box down below so that you can try this too, but hold on to your butts because who knows if it's gonna work. This could be a complete disaster. Anyways, yes, my face is freshly clean. My skincare is on. Obviously, it's bare. And we're going to do a little spring look. So I'm just gonna dive right in. Oh no. Okay, has this happened to anybody else? If you've got the Merit Beauty Perfecting Complexion Stick, this happened to me last week. Can you see that? The product broke off and keeps popping out. Luckily this time it landed in the cap, but the last time that happened it totally landed on the floor, so must be careful. I guess that just means I've used this a lot already, but if you, I don't know if you can see this, I've got a mountain growing. So I'm just gonna go ahead and start covering up some of these little boo-boos here because I don't want them on my face, do you? That's a really good look, isn't it? Don't you think? I have been putting this under my eyes because I don't mind it under there. And I'm just finding that my Kosas concealer, which is the only other concealer I have, it's just not really doing it for me these days. So I'm just gonna, I might actually need to use a mirror so that I can get the proper light here. There we go, that's better. Can you still see me? So on the topic of spring, and I guess part of today's discussion is specifically around spring, but also because I don't know if it was last week in a video, Julia Adams, who is one of my favorite creators on the platform here, and she's also Canadian, yay, shout out to Canadian girls doing their thing. She mentioned that it was warm, and I think she's out in Calgary, or maybe not, but she's out west. I'm in Ontario, so that's, you know, she's out west, different province. And she mentioned that it smelled like spring. And I was like, damn, I miss that smell. And damn, I miss smells in general. I've spent so much of this winter kind of holed up in the basement, which I've said in a previous video, but it also just struck me that for me at least, aside from the holidays, how's that looking? I can't tell. I think it's okay. Apologies though if there's something that's like totally unblended. I don't do obviously full coverage anything. I just kind of want to even things out a little bit and make sure that I don't look completely dead. But that might have increased the deadliness look. I'm just gonna do a little more on that little spot on my forehead, which I don't actually think you can see in the camera, but she's there. Anyways, I don't really have, there's not a lot of scents associated with the winter time for me. Again, aside from the holidays. So like obviously Christmas has its smells, you know, the cinnamon, the cedar, the pine, pumpkin pies, and all of the good food. And there's a very significant smell attached with those holidays. But then otherwise, I mean, obviously if you're a Gilmore Girl fan, you know what snow smells like. Before you get that first snow, you can totally smell it coming. And that's wonderful. But otherwise, winter is just kind of this like sensually dead season for me, which is really upsetting because as the title of this video suggests, today I'm talking about scent memories. Also known as the PROUST effect. And scent memories, it's a very, very real phenomenon. It's one of the only scents, aside from the music trigger, especially for people with like dementia and Alzheimer's, but scents are able to recall really intense memories, especially, now you can see it, great, that worked, especially from like your childhood or just things that have been forgotten. And one of the reasons why scent memories or scent triggers memories so intensely and so significantly is because of how that scent goes into your brain, or scents goes into your brain. Scent and scent, tricky. So when it comes to smell, it hits your olfactory bulbs, then your amygdala, and then it goes straight into the hippocampus. So it's just like this direct route. And obviously the hippocampus is in or around where all of your memories are recalled and kind of stored. So I'm going in with bronzer now, and this is this very old Kosas bronzer that the cat broke off. And for me, I have very strong senses, particularly my hearing and my nose. They're just very, very strong. Very well tuned. My mom thinks I can hear things that aren't there, or like the next house over, which isn't false by any means. I can also really smell intensely, and I remember especially when my sister and I were younger, our family used to go camping all the time. I almost put my brush into this bronzer, which is not the bronzer I'm using today. I'm trying to do a project pan, I guess, on the Kosas. Anyways, our family used to go camping for 3 weeks every single summer. And I would say around when school ended, and we would go to summer camp too, but it was always around when school would end and the weather really, really warmed up. And all of a sudden we could smell the campground. We go to Killbear Provincial Park. And so if you're in Ontario and you know Killbear, yay. But we could smell it, and we would always say like, I can smell Killbear, because it was just like a week or two away, and it would just flood us with these joyful memories, and we just couldn't wait to come back. And it was all because of this smell, this very specific scent associated with not just the memories, but the physical being there, and also just the anticipation of getting there. All of my like really intense scent memories are attached to Obviously not winter because it's only like the holiday season that triggers it for me, but definitely fall. I definitely have scent memories that get triggered in the fall with the fall scents, but mine are really heavily surrounded by like summer and spring events. And it's not just like campfire. It's so specific that I can't even describe the actual scent, but it triggers something so powerful. And I'm just like, do other people have those experiences where you smell something or someone or someplace? Is that too much bronzer? I really can't tell in the monitor here. And these little mirrors are potentially deceiving. But I just really want to warm up my cheeks there, and I'm going to put a little bit more on my nose. Again, that probably could turn out potentially crazy, but we'll see. Yeah, does anyone else have that? I mean, is it something that you recognize when it happens? I have a very specific scent memory attached with the daycare that my mom used to take us to, and it's like a bleach smell, but not always bleach. But if my mom uses bleach in the house ever, or I go somewhere where they've just cleaned with bleach, it will definitely trigger memories from this daycare that we used to go to. You know what? I shouldn't have put that bronzer away. I want to put some around my eyes. And then I totally forgot to do my eyebrows, which is out of step for how I usually do things. So yeah, any kind of bleach scent will definitely trigger some memories. And I would say, obviously there's the like Kill Bear scent, which is almost just the scent of like a forest floor covered in dried pine needles. But again, it's so much more complex than that. It's the scent of Georgian bay looped in. It's the scent of the campfires. It's the scent of the beach and the sand. It's the scent of warm limestone that's just been baking in the sun and covered in lichen. It's such a layered, complex scent. And it doesn't just trigger memories from my childhood, it triggers memories from my teenage years when I worked at the provincial park for a couple of summers. And it's so interesting how that happens. And again, this was all kind of re-inspired in my mind because of this, because Julia Adams was like, oh, it's starting to smell like spring. And I was like, oh, I miss that. And then today when it was finally so mild here, I smelled it and it brought me so much joy. And it's not like I went outside and for the entire time I was outside I smelled spring. It was just a little tiny moment, just kind of that first inhale, and you just get this rush. And if you close your eyes and you smell that, you can see the green start to come through. And it's so magical. But maybe I'm just crazy. I'm just putting the bronzer on my eyelids as well. I am going in with a colored shadow today for our spring look, but I just want to kind of have that in the crease and just kind of all over the place because why not? I think you can see that in the mirror, in the thing. And my scent memories are also really attached to people. And I guess when you're a kid and you spend a lot of time at other people's homes, you smell their homes and you remember what their homes smell like. And two of my best childhood friends, I will never forget what their original home smelled like and what they smelled like. And it's funny when you kind of get older and you realize that their smell was actually just like the laundry detergent that their mom used. I was gonna do, sorry, just to completely sidetrack, I was gonna do a darker brow, but I might just do a soap brow. I really don't feel like putting too much product in. So I just have a little reusable, or reused rather, jar with some clear glycerin soap in there, and it's vegetable glycerin, not animal glycerin, FYI. And I'm just spraying that with, this is the Heritage Store Rosewater and Glycerin spray, but that's not what's actually in here. It's just some Thayer's toner. because I don't use setting spray, so I don't really have anything else like that. But again, I'm just gonna do a soap brow just to get them all spiky. Yeah, so I have a lot of scent memories around associated with people, as I was saying. And I had a really intense experience with that. And this is going to make me sound absolutely bonkers. I'm going to really just sound so crazy, but look at my hair is trying to escape already. It's not time yet. I had this really, really intense experience, I think maybe in my second year of university. And I'm not gonna lie, I am a little bit psychic or clairvoyant or something. I get a lot of, I don't know, messages. I pick up on a lot of things. Maybe again, it's because I'm a Piscean and I literally am tuned into the entire world and like every other single zodiac. Not even just the entire world, the entire universe. Shout out to all my Pisces. My birthday's tomorrow, so I'm just gonna really indulge myself in the Piscean-tude. Yeah, so it was my second, is that okay? I don't know. Again, my eyebrows are crazy and I apologize that I'm not covering them with bangs. I'm getting my haircut on Friday. We might go back to the bang. I know that I tried to do that myself, but it didn't work. So yeah, I was in my second year of university and I had a basement bedroom in this house that I was living in. And I think I was walking from my room to the bathroom. And just as I passed through my doorway, I was just hit with a wall of scent. And it wasn't anybody that I lived with. It was the scent of my ex-boyfriend, like my high school boyfriend. And it floored me. Like literally I stopped and I gasped and I did a double take and to make sure that like I was alone in the house and in the basement. And obviously I was. But then I went back into my room to be like, wait. And then I walked through the doorway again and it hit me again. I was like, what the heck? And then my ears started to burn. And that's when I was like, something's happening. And then literally, I kid you not, and I hadn't heard from this person in like well over a year. Maybe not that long, but it had been a long time since we had spoken. 2 days later, he calls me. What? So this like scent memory or just scent signal that was sent to me was obviously some sort of like message that I was going to be hearing from him. Does my chin look absolutely nuts? It was weird. And stuff like that does happen to me often, but that's one of the most like profound experiences specifically associated with like my personal scent memories. It was wild. So I'm just gonna pause on the scent memory story for 1 second. Okay, a couple minutes. And just start doing my eye look because that's where the spring look is going to play in today. And my spring look is going to be greens. I'm choosing green for spring fitting. And I am using a little Marcel Quintet, and it's called Hunter Green, obviously. The only thing I don't love about this is that it's all glittery eyeshadow, which is annoying. But what can you do? It's the only greens that I have. Actually, that's a lie. I have one other green here that I'm going to use too from Alanna Pure in the color Myth, which is, I don't know if it's going to show up on camera, but it's beautiful. I absolutely love this color. I'll swatch it for you because it's just absolutely stunning. Can you see that? It's just this like really... like it's a mossy green. I love it. I don't think it's gonna show up properly on camera, but it's so pretty. And obviously it's not sparkly, but it definitely has a sheen running through it. It's lovely. The Alanna Pure eyeshadows are really lovely. And obviously this is a pressed eyeshadow, but I do have some of their loose shadows as well. And solid product. So the Myth is going to make an appearance in today's look too. And because I am not a professional in any way, shape, or form, I'm going to go in with my fingers. So I'm going to go in first with Again, I don't think you can see that, but it's this light green here. And they don't have colors. It's just number 2, because I guess that's like the spot on your eye where you're supposed to put them. And indeed, I'm going to put it there. So just loading my finger up with the green, and I'm just going to place it on my lid. And I have done this look once before when I went out for a very fancy dinner in New York. It was my first time in New York. I really like that color a lot. And I had this beautiful black dress on that had floral embroidery on it. I looked great that night. What a wonderful trip that was. It was for work, it wasn't pleasure. But I definitely had some pleasurable experiences whilst I was touring the Big Apple for the first time. Oh, it's a little harder, obviously, to do your opposite eye with your finger, but I'm not going crazy with this. I just want to get that color all over the lid. Can you see that? It might not look so great yet, but we'll get there. We will get there. So next, I think I'm going to go in with Myth, because that's just pretty. This could go very wrong. I'm going to start to pop that on the outer end here. And this is when I actually am going to take a brush. Where did my little dude there go? And I'm just going to start to gently blend those edges, but I just want Myth to start coming from the corner into the center. It's such a pretty color, and I don't think it's going to pick up well enough on camera. But it's just beautiful. Highly recommend. If you like green, check it out. Almost put my finger in something else completely. And also, I think everyone thinks this, but eyeshadow looks so weird and sometimes really awful before you put mascara on. And eyeliner, it's just, you need that last kind of thing to bring it all together. Whatever. It doesn't have to be perfect, you know? And then, it just kind of, does this look crazy? I don't know, it probably looks absolutely nuts. But that's okay. I'm going to take a little pencil-y brush here that I used for the bronzer, and I've got a towel on my little table here. I'm going to get all that color off, and I'm going back into the Marcel palette, Hello Lights, and I'm going to go in with the darkest shade, and that looks super intense. That was maybe a little bit too much, but again, what can you do? I'm just going to knock it off on my hand, and I'm going to start to take that on the bottom lash line, and then up, just to give me some definition in there. And obviously I'm doing that. Did I just make the face? Obviously I'm doing my left eye now. Is this my left eye? I don't know. Everything's backwards and upside down. And I'm not doing like a big wingy type thing because I haven't really figured out how to like elongate my makeup. Okay, I'm just really scrubbing these brushes onto the towel just to get that product off because it's gonna start to look insane. I'm not mad at where that eyeshadow is. It looks springy to me. I'm gonna go in with an eyeliner. And this is a Marcel liner. I really like Marcel liners, and I'm pretty sure the brand is cruelty-free, so I feel okay using them. And this is the Forever Sharp eyeliner, waterproof kohl eyeliner in spruce green. And I like these ones because, I guess I said that already, it's Forever Sharp, so it's got the little like sharpener in the cap. And they're really silky. So I don't know why, but for me, I always do liner, or lately I've been doing my liner on the bottom lash line first. Is that strange? Because it's waterproof, it's gonna be such a bitch to take off. Okay. And I discovered a new eyeliner trick. Maybe it's not new, it's new to me. And I guess I've kind of been doing this always. I'm just gonna pop this back in the cap and give it another little sharpen. But I guess it's called puppy liner. So rather than the cat eye going up, it comes down. And I always want my eyes to be like bigger. So the puppy liner kind of drags that corner down. I don't know if that really works. And I also never pull my eyeliner all the way in. Can you sort of see the difference? I don't know. Maybe it does look this eye does look a little bit bigger, but one of my eyes always does anyways, because one of my eyelids is a little droopier. It is what it is. I'm gonna zoom through the next eye so you don't have to listen to me talk because I'm not even talking about this subject anymore. Ah! Okay, I think I'm happy with that. It's green. You're mean green fighting machine. Heyo, Shrek. I like that. I'm also gonna put on my mascara, which is another thing that we're gonna zoom through. I'm going to be using kind of a blend today between the Ilia Limitless Lash, and yes, this is old packaging, sue me, and the Bite Upswing, which I got recently. Not sure how I feel about this yet. Everyone's loving it, and I'm just like, I don't know, guys. I don't know. I don't know. Okay guys, I think I'm mostly happy with where the eyes are. It's a subtle spring look. I was using the Mirror in the Bite little compact here, but it's so dirty, it's so powdery. This little compact is a lot clearer. As I was saying, this Bite mascara, I still don't know how I feel about it. I really wanted to just love it so much. The Ilia will always have my heart, I think, in terms of clean mascara. But the Bite is just like, this is a massive mascara. Like, that I have a tiny head, I have tiny hands. I'm 4'11", so I'm overall a tiny person, but like this is huge. And it clumps, so I do always like to go in with a spoolie. I like the results. It just requires a little bit more effort on my part. Maybe if I had different lashes, it would be different, but I don't know. But yeah, that's, I mean, ignore, we're not done with the face yet, but the eyes, what do you think? Can you even see it? Maybe from back up here, maybe from back here, you can tell I like it. It's cute, it's pretty, it's just subtle enough. I'm not a big splashy eyeshadow person. Now for some blush and maybe a pretty pink lip. I did pull out, for this occasion, another Bite product. This is the Power Move Creamy Matte Lip Crayon in Tatin? I don't know. You can sort of grab the color there, but it is very, very nice. And they're matte, but I will put on, I already did put a lip balm on, but I will put a lip balm on underneath, and it does definitely, it's not going to be the kind of matte that just like sucks all of the moisture out of your mouth and then they just like crack and crumble. These are really nice lipsticks. So I might use that. And if I use this color on my cheeks, I mean, I could use it on my cheeks. Ugh. If I use this color on my lips, I could also use it on my cheeks, but I might, because the colors are quite similar. I think I'm going to use the Tower 28. This is not one of the new ones. I haven't opened them yet. They're too pretty. I don't want to get my grubby little fingers in them. So this is the Tower 28 from the original color line in Happy Hour. So I'm just going to grab one of my filthy brushes there. We're just going to go ahead and, oh, that's a lot. So we're going to be gentle because, whatever. We are part of Kaki's blush fam, so you know it's always going to be a little cuckoo. We're going to go a little wild with the blush always, because that's just who we are. But when I do eyeshadow, obviously, too much blush can make things a little clowny. But again, as Kaki does say, your face will eat your blush, so it can get knocked down, it can get sucked up, whatever. I can't really see. So I gotta break out the little teeny tiny compact. Okay, it's not actually that bad. And that's a pretty color. And it's springy. It's a springy color on me. But now I'm gonna start to get embarrassed, so my whole face is gonna flush. And then it's all just gonna be a lot of pink. Okay, before I put my lipstick on, I think I need to get a little bit more springy. I think the black is just ruining the spring vibes that I'm going for. So I think I'm gonna have to do something about that. What do you think? You guys, it worked. It worked. Oh, it's so, I don't know if you can really tell. I'm gonna just come closer here, but look at these pretty, okay, so it's not curls per se, it's definitely waves, but it's beautiful. Okay, I will definitely link the video in my description box because this is solid. When I just took all of this out, it's just around 10 o'clock p.m. I would say that I put my hair in the twists around 4. So that's 6 hours. My hair does not, it's dirty, but my hair does not particularly love to hold a curl. So I wasn't sure that it was going to work for me. And I have very, very fine hair. It is wavy a little bit on its own. I don't know necessarily what curl pattern I am, but ooh, 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 ooh. So pretty. Happy birthday, bitch. Yes. Yep. I might have to put all of that back in and then sleep on it and see what my hair looks like tomorrow. I love it so much. Oh my gosh. Okay. So obviously I'm full springy now. Yes, this is a floral top. I know. Florals for spring. Groundbreaking. Whatever. It's cute. So I think the last thing is a lipstick, because now I don't have to worry about getting the lipstick on my pretty little top, which is being completely washed out. There you go. My pretty little top. I also wore this for my first time in New York. Yeah, sat on the steps of the Met in this top. Cute, right? Okay, let's shut up and put on some lipstick. Can I speak? Okay, let's shut up and put on some lipstick. Opening up my little dude again here, and this looks so lumpy. It doesn't really look sharp anymore, but it's going to be so pretty. What do you think? Is that the right color for this look? Don't know. We're gonna leave it. Bite lipsticks also have such a specific smell that, again, is triggering a scent memory, and I don't know what it is. Where's Kathleen when you need her? Because she's really good at identifying scents, you know? Maybe she's got a bloodhound nose too, I don't know. But that is it. There's something here, and it's not just like Bite from a few years ago. It's triggering something for sure from my childhood. Maybe, oh, here we go. Okay, if you had Barbies back in the day and you have a Bite lipstick now, take the Bite lipstick out, give it a sniff, and tell me whether or not this smells like those scuba Barbies that when you put them in the water, their legs changed into like a wetsuit. Is that what this smells like? I don't know, man. I'm gonna have to get my sister on that. Okay. Honestly, that's it. Hello, spring. Happy birthday to me. This is 31. I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about this really cute spring look. I'm certainly not mad about this no heat curls, waves, whatever. It's so pretty. So pretty. Yes, 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 yes. Hooray for it almost being spring. If you are somewhere in a warmer climate, congratulations, because I'm sure it's much nicer than where you are. Here is to many more days and weeks and months of gorgeous scents, and here's to all of the beautiful scent memories that are to come. Going out into spring weather and summer weather, and coming out of, you know, both winter and kind of COVID hibernation, fingers crossed, means we just get to have so many different and better, hopefully, experiences. We will all kind of get to bloom a little, I think, too, and I just really, I'm so excited. I'm pumped. I'm pumped. Okay, that's it. That's really it. Thank you so much for tuning in, and I will see you in the next one. Bye. P.S. I have a running joke with my sister that we can't actually see the color green. Hey, Lauren. So obviously I can see the color green, but yeah, I guess you have to be there. That's stupid. Anyways, there's a running joke between us that makes us laugh that we can't see the color green. Obviously, that's not true.